Welcome back, my name is Mulligan and this is Cradle. Last time we found the ray of light. Out in the fields amidst the stones there stands a pair of wooden poles. So we go to the grave which we found at the beginning of the game, and there we can search with the ray of light for some bright fire. Fire that shines so bright. So, was this here? No. The grave was somewhere around here. Taking a look around. Maybe here? It was at the grave once. It's not down here. It was to the right. I'm pretty sure about that. It was there, was it not? I mean, I could look around. Wait. Look what we found here. Night there, sun there. So this is a grave. Right? Don't really know. But I found this now. It tells me that night there, sun there now. We do have night. Wait, it's the night and sun, yes. So we need to go in this direction. And there we get another one. We go further. We get another one of those. This time in this direction. Okay. Wait, let me read again. Pure white flame burns so brightly, so blindingly, that it pains the eyes to behold. Pure white flame. Now, does it mean the thing that I'm following, or does it mean I have to go to the sun? In the direction of the sun? Not really sure. We can follow the other direction. This is not the right. There. So we have this. Let's follow the sun. Let's simply follow the sun. Okay. Yeah. Now follow the sun in this direction. And find no more things. Yeah. There's nothing here. Didn't really tell me much. Did I maybe read the wrong book? I mean, this book simply said blinding light. Let's go back once again. And then I can look around. It's on the altar. The game tells me. From the book under the altar. Now, there's only one book, I think. Didn't really check for another one. There's no other book. We have some candles. some tobacco and this. We do have this one. Sitarazana's part. One night in the woods, a girl named Sitarazana had a curious thought. She suddenly realized that she didn't know who her parents were. It can't be that I don't have parents. I must simply have forgotten them. And I bet they're waiting for me back home, thought the girl. Pardon me, which way do I go to find my parents' home? Sitarazana asked a vagrant with a malcontent face. If you don't know where to go towards the light. That's what I always do, the vagrant replied, shaking soot off his smoking head. Sitarazana looked about herself. To the east, rays of the rising sun were filtering through the tree trunks. My home must be that way, the girl decided and headed towards the light. The sun guided her past the entire day, but then evening came and it hid behind the horizon. The moon rose to the firmament. The girl halted momentarily, wavering, then shrugged and started after the moon. But came morning, the moon melted from the sky. Replaced once more by the sun, Sitarazana frowned and turned towards the sun. We'll walk until I reach my goal, she decided. 6 days and 6 nights, Sitarazana wandered through the woods, alternating between the sun and the moon, the changing direction, until she reached the meadow flooded with a phantasmal light. Beg pardon, but where's the light coming from? I see neither the sun nor the moon in the sky, she asked Buddha, who was listening to music streaming from a radio speaker. Buddha stuck his finger in the sky and returned the volume knob to its former position. The girl looked up and she saw the stars above. She smiled and thought, what beautiful music. Now, the interesting thing is, if she follows the sun the whole day, she more or less ends up where she started, which is interesting. Now, this could be what the thing is referring to, but this is one night, and then she followed the day. Let's say, it is night. We follow the sun, and then we change. Sun, moon, sun, moon. Good. Maybe this is the right book, and not the one I saw. So we have to alternate. We start with the sun, and then we switch back and forth. Okay, now. This is the beginning, I think. So we start with the sun. We follow the sun, and then we follow the moon. Which brings us to a whole different location. And then we follow the sun. And... nope. Doesn't help at all. What was that? Really? Maybe we start with the moon? If we follow the moon, what happens then? Let's see. Nothing happens. It's going nowhere. F me. I have the feeling I'm starting at the wrong place. Somewhere is the grave of the old man. Let's see. Let's look around a little bit more. Let's look here. I was at the grave at the beginning. Don't really know where the grave is anymore. I don't really know. The game, not far from the yard. Use the flashlight and the clue. Yeah, find Batchin's grave not far from the yard. It's 360, man. The grave could be anywhere. The game told me it's fence. Ah, This is a grave, right? This looks like a grave. Yes, fantastic. Found it, finally. Okay. So we see this thing. And we are going with the story. So we are following the sun. And then switch. Good job. This is the wrong decision. And yes. So you start with the night. Like the story. I thought maybe because we are in the night now, you don't start with that, but it seems you start with the night, like the story told, and then you go to the sun, and then you switch. This is the grave. Should start at the right point. There we go. Now we start with the moon. And then we go to the sun. And then we go to the moon. And I have the feeling this is not going anywhere. Yeah. Does the story have something else in it? The sign guided her the entire day, but then evening came and it hid behind the horizon. Could it be that we follow the moon as soon as the moon goes full and not as soon as we want? So we have half moon, but we follow the moon at the beginning because the sun doesn't give us anything. So we started at the moon, we follow the sun, the moon is still half, we follow the sun more, and it doesn't get us to where we want at all. Am I a little bit too... I mean, it gives us to here. Oh, I need the right question for this thing. I'm doing something completely wrong. But I think I have to follow those. I mean, what else? So the things told us to go to the biggest stone and look around. And we then see... Wait. Now... we follow the moon, which brings us to here. Now I followed the moon and the sun, and both had no goal. The moon simply lets us travel to here. And this is too long. The symbols are mostly not that far apart. I have the feeling these symbols change. Directions change every time. So if we are looking from here, so these directions are the same. Now we go here, we find this. Now one goes there, one goes there. So we go here, the sun, and we find this. Now the moon goes there, but we didn't find anything there, so we go with the sun. And we do not find anything either. Maybe if we have to follow a long time? No. I mean, we had symbols over there, so I don't think that this is the right way. So here, this is a whole other thing. So we follow the sun, which brings us to here. So we could follow the sun or the moon. If we follow the moon, we come up here, and then the sun, we come to here, and then the moon, we come to here, sun. Okay, seems good. Moon again. The moon's just... Who am I? That must be the question I'm looking for. Really? Wait. Oh my god. So this is the right place. Was the right place, okay. Mongolian post. I had... At the beginning I was here and didn't know what this is. Here you will find the answer to your question. Who am I? That's right, Ambush. Who am I? Is the question that leads to the secret of your past. You are about to step away from unraveling the mystery, from the ancient mystifying events, the whole meaning I never did grasp to the end of my days. Perhaps only you are destined to reveal their divine plan. I promise you a key to the chest that store your parents' belongings. The key is before you, and with it I pass to you that which had guarded in my memory for many years. Yes, the things in the chest belong to Zambul and Sane. However, these people are not your parents or even your relatives. They had a son of their own once, but he had died in that explosion under the dome. He was 5 years old, and his name was Chagatai. Several days after the explosion, a golden eagle arrived here, carrying a human infant. He set the child down on the ground in front of the yurt. You were that infant, Anabish. Who you are and where you came from, I do not know. From the day the home of my late son became a haven for you and on-gods, I was not repulsed by the strange appearance of your bodies. Who am I to pass judgment on Providence? Dismay came a month later when Chagatai's features on your face became unmistakable. Goodbye forever, your grandfather Bachin. Okay, we got the key. Now, I did not cheat. I knew where I'm going. I had no idea. This was more or less luck. As soon as the question came, I knew I had to ask this post. Okay, I got my key. Now we can get the chest. It's very heavy. I need to remove the stuff that's inside to move it. Alright, I didn't want to move it. Everything magazine. What? Go away. MPR 0, Strange Sensations, Incredible Nature of the Babylonian Effect. Potassium 433 cubic meter, whatever. Properties of potassium bitter. Okay, go out. I have to remove those, so I can remove the chest. It's probably those. It's very heavy, okay. What do we have? Oh, can I write on gods? I want to write on gods. What is this? Okay, stay there. What do we have? Radio. Now I can move the chest. Move it. I got to move it. Okay. This is probably everything interesting, but this thing in here. We got some boots. We got some stuff. We got picture. Packs of letters. One corresponding mentions Mark and Ida. I've already written you about him. He works nearby at the station. Well, a few years back, he'd met the girl. He says they saw each other only once, in a company of friends. And somehow the way she looked at him, he's been dreaming of that moment ever since. Mark speaks of some strange sensation called the Babylonian effect, and that the entire institute is studying it at the present. Some boo and I laugh in return. The sensation is totally normal, Mark. We've studied this road long ago. Kick your science to the curb and go to Ida before she gets her body replaced. Ah, interesting. So she left Ida. What is this? New task. Ask Ida about what tell her about. Okay. I found it.
You and Mark had met once before.
Yes. I already know. I remembered it.
Tell me.
It was just after my college entrance exams. My friends and I were hanging out in the city as part of a larger group. Mark was there as well. I hadn't met him before then, nor seen him since. Our paths crossed once, and that was that.
So what happened between you two?
Nothing at all. We didn't have a single exchange. We all just sat there with the guys on the cafe terrace chatting about this and that. It was your typical evening.
Was recalling some kind of special moment.
Nothing so special that it stayed with me. Except maybe there was this strange sensation.
A sensation?
Yes. Sometimes I get a peculiar feeling. It somehow resembles anxiety, but only partially. I can't really describe it. It is a sad, pleasant feeling. I had felt it again that particular evening, and...
And what?
Anabish, I'm about to shut down.
We're not done figuring out your past.
And we won't. I am out of time. I received a message.
From whom?
From my neurochip. Only, the neurochip writes in red letters. I'm being informed that it is self-destructing. Know what I can do?
What?
Split myself in two.
What do you mean?
When I shut down, my upper half will split from my legs.
Why?
I've no clue. That's just how my body works. I can show you. Watch.
Wait, don't. Ida, listen. Maybe there's still a way to fix everything.
Fix everything? Well, there is a way. If you can travel to the past and pass 4 digits to Professor Koch, that would fix everything. Fix everything.
Okay. What now? Oh, raining. New task. Take Ida to the powerful source of electricity. Okay. Interesting. We will see next episode what we have to do. So don't forget to subscribe, share, like and comment, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.